Dwayne here with Pool of Wealth. Ever hear the saying, your net worth is your network? Well, today we're going to talk about networking and the importance of it as it relates to your business, your personal development, professional development, and how you can take that to take yourself to the next level. Today I have Jim Pagyamsis, and he's an author. He is a successful networking professional. And we're going to learn from him and be able to figure out a way how we can apply this to our own lives. So Jim, thank you for coming today.
Oh, thank you, Dwayne.
So your story, if you could just share a brief background on who is Jim?
As you said, I'm a professional speaker, writer, and entrepreneur. And I've been writing and speaking the past number of years on personal development and on networking and on sales. And it's been an exciting journey. I look forward to sharing with you in this interview a little bit about my story and how it can impact others.
Okay, so how did you get started?
It was interesting. In early 2003, I met two mentors in the same year.
Okay.
And I was on a journey to learn business, life, and success. And how things happened is I met these two mentors, and I just began to follow them. One mentor was a pioneer in the internet for many years, and the other mentor was involved in a traditional business and then got involved in a marketing business, which I got partnered up with him. So together, I really realized that I was following the path of going to school, getting good grades, and working. But I was always different. Working for me has always been the rocky road for me. And I knew that I had something else. I just didn't know how to harness it. These two mentors showed me what I was capable of, because I never saw it.
Yeah.
And that was something that to this day I still pinch myself sometimes. And because of that, because of the learning I did, allowed me to increase my confidence, go out there, get involved in different marketing projects, and not just learn about business and success, but actually be it. And that has been the most exciting thing so far for me to do, is just to learn that. And since then I've met other mentors and been a mentor to others.
So it was like a cycle. So you're learning and now you're trying to assist other people.
I have been successful at that. I've written a book on how to attract a mentor. It's done really well. Been published, articles have been published on that for the Toronto Public Library, and I've spoken about that here in Toronto to entrepreneurial groups and schools. And really given them a template of what to look for, because I didn't know what I was looking for. I was just kind of looking around, and then later on I went back to my experiences and what happened to me and how can I share it with others.
So, as your core is the importance of networking. It's more like a two-part question. Why do you think that a lot of people are afraid to embrace networking? And in your opinion, why do you think networking is so important?
For the first part, the first is a great question. We're all on a journey to go out to become something in a professional entity or an entrepreneurial entity. It doesn't matter. So we're all going out there, meeting people, shaking people's hands, connecting. Now that connection may be just for a minute, it may be for a day, or it may be for years. We don't know that. But one of the things that I always share with clients is that you have to increase your resources. That's why the social networking craze is so big, is because you can build that resource pool. So you may add someone today, but you may not need them or want to speak to them 3-4 years down the road.
Right.
But at that time, at least you added them to your list, and you can go back and say, by the way, we met here, I'm working on this, I need your expertise. And I've done that multiple times with my LinkedIn profile where I was looking for something and someone came up because I met them at an event for 2 minutes 5 years ago.
Okay.
And what brings people not to do it? A couple of things, and that plagued me, was confidence. You have to have confidence to walk into a room and to meet people and shake their hands. And I was not confident. I was a bumbling networker, believe it or not. I was made fun of when I first started networking, and that was a challenge for me. What I realized was it was my practice. So it didn't matter. I just went out, I did it. And then a couple of years ago, I created a performance training system, which was simple, which includes 3 things: presentation, having a business card, having something to share with people, attitude, walking into a room saying, okay, I'm here, I'm present, I'm going to talk to these people about my passion of mine, but learn about others too.
Yeah.
And R, key questions, response is going to room, asking a few questions, getting the conversation going, at least having a conversation, not bombarding the person about your business.
Yeah.
You want to do that, but there's a time and a place to do that. So the process is something you do over and over again, so you can become a professional networker, and that's what I've been speaking about in Toronto for the major part in that past 5 years, amongst other topics. But that's been something that's been garnered the most interest.
Okay, so you did say that when you started, you would get nervous, and it took a while for you to get to a certain level. Like, how did you overcome those sort of obstacles?
I wish there was a magic answer for that. I kept on doing it. Just kept on going on. Toronto and the GTA has a number of different places to go network. So I did that. Through that, I did a lot of volunteering with Max Haroon, who was one of my mentors. He had an organization, so I went and volunteered. It was probably once every couple of months. I had symposiums and seminars and trade shows. And that's where I was getting a lot of my training on the go. Every time something happened, I'd go and assist. And there's pictures of me sweating and going around helping out. Because that was how I was going to learn, is by action. And to this day, some days, it does. I do get challenges in networking some days, even to today. That's okay, depending where you are and what you're doing. But I truly believe you got to keep doing it. If you keep on doing it, you'll get better. And I've met a couple of individuals lately who have not seen me for a few years, and they're absolutely happy for me to see how I've come along.
Yeah.
In engaging with people, the people that I've worked with, organizations that I've been speaking to has just amazed them. I mean, I have organizations from investors groups, Centennial College, Enterprise Toronto, of that nature that I've been working with. I have colleges, universities that I've spoken to, that I will be speaking to in the very near future. So you've built that profile over a period of time.
Okay. So let's say I want to, I realize that I need to increase my awareness and my understanding and being able to utilize different networking skills. Is there, could you give us a few, maybe three key things that I would need to do if I want to be able to improve?
Well, there's one thing is presentation. Having a business card. In today's environment, you have to have something to show about yourself. No matter if you're an entrepreneur or professional, you can create a business card. You can go to a local store and create 1,000 cards. That's what I did. I created a card with my name, my phone number, and a slogan. And that's all I had. And a little icon at the top. And as I went on, that's what I used. And since then, my card has improved and changed. So having something to show, something to present yourself. So if you met someone, had a good conversation, you exchange cards, at least you had something they can write. And also, if someone doesn't have a card, the back of our card was blank, so I can write down their information. So it's being prepared for the opportunity. Because opportunity is everywhere. Every day you meet people. At least you have some business card, keep them in your wallet, in your jacket. So the one thing that I share with everyone is carry your business cards everywhere.
You know what? That I think is extremely important. I remember I had a colleague, and he was looking for work, and he had a business card, and same way you said, just go to a place, get some simple cards, and his business card was just, the job he was looking for, and that was his calling card, and wherever he went, he would speak about what he's looking to do, give a card, and that worked better than him going to places to apply online, because he's already built that rapport with actual people, and they're able to vouch for him, and they were able to get back in contact. So yeah, that is an amazing tool to use.
It's a great point, Dwayne. I have a motto. I say, you can't carry your resume everywhere, but you can carry a business card. And your example is perfect. I've seen that too. I've seen people just have their name, what they're looking for, and that's probably more powerful for them using that than a resume. There's a time and a place that you can use the resume after the fact. If they email you, you can email your resume. But I'm a true believer, and I believe that you'll agree, is that it's all about face-to-face. It's about connecting. And if you have that in mind, the world is your oyster as far as the environment, the mentality you have towards what you're trying to do.
Could you give us, because I like that nugget. Do you have one more nugget that you could share with networking? I feel like I could just pick your brain, but just give us one more.
The one thing is attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Attitude is contagious. Attitude is everywhere. Many professionals who meet me always seem very relaxed when they're talking to me. And I truly believe is that because I'm engaged with them, when I'm having a conversation, I find them interesting, they're interested in what I do, and we have a very strong conversation.
Right.
And that's, you can't put that into words some days. And I'll share a funny story with you when I hear here. It was a few weeks ago, I was in downtown Toronto attending an event, and I was talking to my friend Jamil, and we were standing having a conversation, and all of a sudden Jamil simply lost focus. And it turns out there was a movie star walking right by us going to the elevator. And he goes, Jim, that's so-and-so. And he starts chasing the person. I'm there standing dumbfounded, and he's going to take us a picture. So sometimes some special things do happen. Yep. That's where the focus was not there. But in most cases, just having the one-on-one conversation and really listening to the individual, because what I found is that later on, when you're doing your follow-up, when you make a good first impression, and you only have one chance to make a first impression, when you're following up with someone, and you pick up the phone and call out that individual, 90% of the time, you will have a better connection over the phone because of the impression you make.
Right.
It doesn't matter what they're doing, they'll give you the time of day because of that first meeting. And they will remember, within a couple of days, they'll still remember you. So part of my goal in meeting people, even when I get on the phone today, I remember where I met someone, I make notes of backs of cards, where I met them, so we have a more engaging conversation. I do that every day.
Wow. Okay. So if I'm a person, I'm seeing this video, or I've heard about you, how can I get in contact with you? What sort of programs do you have to help people if they want to really move forward with this?
I appreciate that. You can go to getconnected.makewealthhappen.com, and there you'll find testimonials, videos about what I do. And I offer the Performance Training Program. It's a program that involves networking, but also sales, time management, how to use social networking, many other things. I put it together. I offer it one-on-one into groups. So you can go to Get Connected, Make Wealth Happen, and my phone number, email address are on the site.
Okay. And what's the website again?
It's getconnectedmakewealthhappen.com.
And you know me, I love to give people free things. So do you have anything that you can...
Absolutely. If you go on my site, you put your name on the landing page, and you can get a copy of my book, How to Become a Networking Success.
Oh, super. So Jim, thank you again for coming.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I highly recommend you go to Jim's site, check it out. I'm sure you'll be able to utilize a lot, if not everything, that he has provided on his website. And I'm going to steal one of your models today. So if you want to take it to the next level for networking, remember, you need to get connected, make it happen. This is Dwayne Brown, Pool of Wealth, and remember, prosperity is your birthright.